Greetings, family and friends. I hope you're doing well today. I wasn't really planning on doing my video today, but something came up that made me realize it would be best if I did start today, even though it's a gloomy day and trying to rain out there. So I do have some lighting on, just not getting enough sunshine in here. I wanted to share here first on our console table in front of the picture window that I had collected quite a few sweet melt glass baskets several years back if I found a good deal on them. I was very fortunate and found a variety. Of course, once in a while I do run across some that are duplicates and don't really want to buy them. I feel I have plenty. So that's kind of the way I am, and I'm sure you are too. If you love to have a collection of something, you'll probably go just so far, and you feel that you have just the variety to make a nice display, and then you pretty much quit and you move on to something else. That's kind of the way I roll. I seem to get hooked on the idea of something else as a collection, and then I have a great time looking for it. So I've probably even given away some of the baskets that I did have for a while. These are the alabaster eggs. They're a little smaller than the typical ones. I hope the colors are coming out pretty good. I've been looking at how frustrating it is to try to show green. I have talked about that in the past. This phone just doesn't want to show green very well. It wants to turn it blue-green or blue-gray. This rack was over on the left. I'm trying to cover up the crummy cords over there. I took out the timer right now to do this video. We have a timer for this lamp. So it comes on every evening for a while. It looks kind of nice from outdoors that it's lit up in our living room. So I did move this book rack or plant rack over here, and that crazy timer makes so much noise even that you would hear it in the video. But what I ended up putting on the other side, the reason why I'm showing you where this is because I took this really, really, really tall plant stand, I'm assuming, from my brother's house. It just has a wood top on it, of course. And I put my crazy bird cage on it for the fun of it. You've seen the bird cage in my videos several times, but I thought it was kind of funny. And then I had to move up that sconce on both sides because it ended up, I've always had them very low, and I just obviously just moved it up in the holes there. I didn't make another nail hole, but every time you try to do something, then it kind of goofs up other things, right? Yeah, that's typical. So back to why I decided it would be a good idea to do this video today. This chair is looking halfway decent right now. Maybe it's because I have some incandescent lighting on it. We just got it delivered early this morning, and I absolutely loved it in the store. You know, there's very bright lighting in the store. This is called moss green, and of course it's the velour that can get very messy looking. Norm said he wasn't crazy about that kind of material because of how it changes so much, and it still even has wrinkles in the cushion from being in the store or the delivery part of it. I'm sure they would eventually come out, like most material will settle down. But I started looking at it in a video and it was turning out gray-green. I totally forgot about the fact that I have so much trouble with my phone having this turn out that weird shade. In the store, like I said, this did look brighter to us, and this is a gray day, but I just had visions of having a really fun retro smaller chair. Norm never was really big on the thought of little tiny accent chairs in here, but we just haven't been entertaining, and most of our family is gone. So I finally was just elated when the other day Norm said about the gold chair that was always over here in my videos lately. It was a much higher backed recliner, leather recliner, so it stood way too far away from the wall compared to this fairly straight back chair. You remember I had this chair over by the stereo over there, and it still was wider. It did block some view of the little book rack behind it because it's so wide on top. We found this at least a year ago. So I thought, wow, are you serious? He was telling me that the gold one was too low. He wasn't all that comfortable in it anymore. And he went over like Papa Bear and went over and tried it over in that corner over there where I typically sit in it, and he's sitting in the gold chair here. He said, this isn't so bad, really. He liked the fact that it had higher arms. So when you go to get up, you always put your forearms down, of course, and you use your arms to help you get up, especially when you get our age. So I thought, oh, wow, are you kidding me? You'd be willing to get rid of that gold chair? And you know, guys, look at it. The base of that gold chair, the round base, was way out to here, blocking our walkway into the living room. I just really was disappointed. I think we had that chair originally over there, so we had room. There was plenty of room for it to be a longer base on it. We had a very big black, very modern black leather chair that was even bigger over here. It is in the basement right now. It got moved down there a couple years ago. So I was really happy, and he wanted to go out and get a new leather recliner. Well, he didn't need it to be recliner, and he didn't need it to be leather either. He just said he wanted to go out and get a better, more comfortable chair for downstairs where he watches TV in his toy room, and get rid of the low one that was down there, which is the big black one I'm talking about. That one was even worse to get out of. I'm just going to show you some things while I'm yakking about the crazy chair situation. We're always playing merry-go-round with the furniture around here. These are 3 of them in the front are from a year or so ago. I just love finding these, but I found this big black one and this bigger brown and black and yellow splattered one. Those are much bigger than the little ones in the front here. So it's always exciting when you find them for a couple dollars. I don't want to pay $5 to $7 for them. I do see them here and there. I found this lamb and have shown it in previous Easter videos. I found it at the Goodwill. It was probably $4.99, but it's beautiful because it has gold hooves and linings in its ears. Just beautiful. And then I found this little guy or girl at the Goodwill just last month. I thought that was pretty sweet. Looks hobbyist. Another one of my baskets with some jelly beans. So back to the chair switcheroo. We went to 3 furniture stores. I was actually looking for a couch, but Norm did say I would like to get a nice comfortable chair that's smaller and fits me better and sits a little higher, and he found a beautiful one. So we won't be showing that until we do his basement video. I know I keep promising it. He's just always switching things around down there. So he's getting pretty close. I think he's done now. I changed the plant hanger that was white, nice big thick macrame, to this one, which was also a gift from my brother Steve. Many years ago, he gave me 2 orange ones, and they're both different. And I really like this one. The other one does not have the brown wooden beads in it. And I did change the plant. It's not real. I don't want to have a real plant over the radio for me to spill on. So I'm happy with it. He gave me this beautiful bisque, very modern heron, crane, egret, whatever you want to think of it as. A long time ago. It has been shown at least 2 years ago in videos. I often will take it down and put something else up just because I like changing colors and things for the seasons. I did miss my clock that he bought me last year. I did miss seeing it, so I decided to put that back up over here, and I liked the idea of putting the bird off center. I did not want to center it up over the clock. These 3 have been in my brother's house for a very long time, and you may be very familiar with them if you are really into retro things. You might have run across it somewhere. They are the Canadian geese, I'm going to say, or mallards. Who knows? I think they're calling them mallards, yeah. By Masketeer. That is the brand. So my brother had these in his hallway. I've always admired them. I hope I don't fall over my coffee table here. These are so huge. I've had them in our basement ready for me to clean and polish. I waxed the wood, and I didn't, of course, you don't have to polish the brass wings. They are lacquered most likely. But I was really bummed because I just couldn't imagine where in the world am I going to put those. I want to display them so badly. I absolutely love them, but I just thought, well, I don't know. I just don't know. I considered Norm's bathroom, even though that seemed silly because the bathroom's pretty small. It would have had to been kind of spread out over 2 walls, corner walls, you know. And I just didn't like that idea because, of course, bathrooms are very dusty. And he does have ducks and wildlife theme in there. So one day, to stop myself here, we had our huge starburst clock here for a very, very long time, as long as I've been making videos. And I had switched around the gold slats I had mentioned to putting back the black slats that I had from another clock. And that's what you saw last, was the black slats on that clock here on this wall, and it was something I really liked. It was hard for me to imagine taking it down and finding somewhere else for it. So I'm sitting down here, taking it easy, thinking one day, and it dawned on me that many, many years ago, when we bought that clock, this is where I had it. That's where we had it. But it had its original wooden toned slats on it, rays. I should probably be calling them rays. And I thought, maybe Norm would be willing to try, very difficult to do this, try to get that up there. He has to use a very, very tall ladder, and he was reaching as high as he could. It ended up higher than I wanted. He tried hard, but trying to stick your finger on the wall and hold the clock and hand it down to me, and it was just really a project. I felt bad, but he did get the nail in the wall, and I said, well, that's a little higher than I want. So I love it. He loves it. What's really unusual, and we didn't think of it, of course, is that all the gold metal parts kind of blend into the wall. So those rays are kind of floating. You see what I mean? It just kind of makes them look like they've shot out from the clock. It's really weird. They're not attached, is what I'm trying to say. It's a unique look, and I love the fact that it does have that white face on it because of the white light over there and because of all of the milk glass that Norm put up there for me. So a touch of white here and there in our living room, so full of rich colors, is nice. So I'm very happy, and he really, really likes it. So the beautiful mallards from my brother can shine over here all by themselves, and I'm just thrilled. The gold chair, leather chair, like I said, was higher up on the wall, and I'm trying, you may not agree with me, but I'm trying to get Norm to sell the white milk glass lamp. It never did go with what I consider our decor. It's not frilly or anything that much, but he may be very willing to do that because when he sits in that chair, he writes notes a lot, and he's left-handed. So he said that lamp is on his left side, and it's actually shading, his hand gets shaded. What he wanted was a light over here, so when he's writing, he can see what he's writing. So that might be a change sometime too. I hope you enjoy seeing all the crazy things we're changing. So back to this chair. It was just delivered, like I said, this morning. We just didn't know if we liked it. I love the shape. I love the size. You can't believe how heavy that thing is. It's crazy. It's really built. It came in only one week or 2 weeks. 2 weeks, I don't know. We got it really fast, and I was just thrilled about that. But we decided to go back to a different furniture store. Actually, it's called Slumberland. You probably have one in your area. I thought from being in there quite a long time ago that I thought they looked like they had pretty fun modern stuff. A lot of the other 3 places that we went to didn't seem to me like, everything was tan, brown, gray, beige, maybe a navy blue, something here and there. And when you'd ask about it, you'd say, does this come in any other colors? And they'd say, yeah, but the wait is, could be a year and a half. No, thank you. I forgot to take my swan, change my swan over there. Oh, well, I got 2 things doubled up on the shelf there. That's not what I intended. I guess I'll have to clip out this clip. But I did just put out a little more orange. I have a new addition up there. The far end one on the right is a new find at the Pink Elephant in Hopkins, Minnesota. I was thrilled to find it because it's a totally different size and shape as the other ones. I was thrilled. So I still have some more to tell you about the chair situation to let you know whether I'm going to keep it or not. But let's go on to something else for a while, give you a break from looking at the same stuff. This is my collection of alabaster eggs. There are a lot of different ones down in there. Very pretty. And I've had this dish for a very long time, and I've never gotten tired of it. A California original type console bowl, I assume they would call that. And these are a little unusual. This one is very big in front. It's going to go out of focus if I get too close here. I suppose the phone has a little difficulty focusing on such a high gloss. A little hard, but that one in the back is glass. Really, really odd, isn't it? It's so crazy. Yeah, that is glass. The only glass egg I have. And I don't know. No, I did not show this in a video. This was a new find too. I showed it on Instagram. That's why sometimes I get confused. This is a small swan. I thought it was really fun that it ended up being like all the vases I just showed you up above. The same olive green. Do they mix that with yellow? I imagine, to make it come out like that. Such a bright, bright green. Spring green. I love it. So that was fun to find. Because of the clock up there, I decided to bring up my black books. They were down in the basement, or I had them down there on the bookcase too, all piled up. But I love my black books. We do have a black fireplace front, and we do have black standards on the walls for the shelving. I don't know why, but I've often felt like I shouldn't have black books out all year long. Just maybe certain times a year, especially Halloween. But now that the clock's up there, I feel I have license to display these, and I thought centered was the best. So let me know what you think of that. I still have lots and lots of color. This is all the same glassware and pottery that I did show in my last video. But I will love seeing that for the rest of the summer. I have something very fun and exciting to me. I'm going to sit down on this nice little footstool down here to show you my latest find. I went nuts when I found this. The texture on this pottery is quite nice. Very streaky. I couldn't get over the darling grooves in this very pointy pot that I'm assuming was made for this plant stand. It just has the 3 prongs coming up, and I decided to just put some faux succulents in there for now, and the beans. I've moved it around here and there in the living room, a couple of different places to see where I might like it, but it's just so fun to me that I am very much wishing for it to be here where it really shows up nice. And I do like the idea, of course, to have some height here next to the stereo. So I did change some of the plants around. I keep doing that. I'll take the plants out and put them in a different pot, and I think I had the cactus in more of a, I don't know, red and yellow pot last time I showed it to you. I probably had the cactus, the tall cactus, 3 of them, in that limey green pot. So I do go to a lot of crazy work changing things that may not be that noticeable to you. There is a huge vase down there that I just happened to tuck under there. Not meant to go there, but this was a new find too. I can't remember what it was, if it was like $12, and it's just huge. I'll go over there and show it to you closer. I love it. So there's nothing that hugely different over there, so I won't focus on that much. Maybe I'll just show you these first. That is a newer vase. I don't think I showed it yet, not sure. Brought out my green swan. This egg I did show in the last video, but these are, the front one is new. Also that really nice bright green, and the back one, and those are very, very big ones. This one was huge, the biggest egg I've ever found. But these are big. I'm so thrilled when I find them, and they're so cheap. It's like, you've made my day. I don't know if I think the one on the end is a new addition that you have. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. You have not seen this one on the end, left. Really cool. I don't know who made it. It could be Hager. It is so neat. So that was a fun new addition, and I don't know if I had that planter up there or not either, but that's Hager also, found at the thrift store. $5 at the Goodwill. Yep, I was very lucky. But that is so cool to me. A little bit of yellowish green up on the top edge there. Well, here is one of my most fun Easter collections. I love all the eggs, but there's just something about this crazy ceramic chocolate that looks so real. I've just managed to find new ones, probably every year. I think one of the big ones in the back was a new addition this past year. I didn't even remember if I had it because they were all wrapped up. I'm sure there's only so many, but boy was I happy to find this in Hutchinson. Great big one with the egg basket. They actually had two different ones there, the same size, and I didn't take the second one. And I did talk about that in last year's Easter video. I just thought it was kind of overdone. It was a swinging basket of carrots in its hand. It was detached from the body, and I think like way too much grass or something on the bottom. I just didn't really care for it, so I left it. But it's always fun when you find just little tiny ones, and these dark chocolate ones are really different. So I am always enjoying taking those out for Easter decor. On the couch in the middle is a newly thrifted, what I believe is a retro pillow. It was 79 cents, and the pillow that I got before that was 99. That is an olive and a gold. I'm getting a phone call. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I did wash the pillow, of course. I wash everything immediately. When I get in the door with it, I go downstairs and put it in the wash. I have a really, really gentle hand wash cycle. And I just use some Woolite and cold water, and sometimes we'll wash a couple pillows together so it's balanced when it spins, but they turn out very nice. I'm just tickled. I found 2 vintage pillows now at Bibles for Missions. $79 and $99. Isn't that funny? I did order these pillow covers very, very cheap for just getting the covers. They are made beautifully. I got them in metallic gold just for the fun of it because the metallic gold on our drapes, and I guess I did get them a little generous. I guess I got 18 by 18 instead of 16 by 16, but I thought I had pillows that were 18 by 18, but it's okay. I really don't like the super tight look anyways, so I think they're fine. Kind of crazy. But I did want to share my vintage glass basket collection that I decided to put up here on the shadow box this Easter. I have shown it on the metal shelf at the top of our stairwell in past years. But it's kind of fun here because it does get nice light, not today, from the picture window. But it also is, giving you its reflection. So I got twice as many baskets. Isn't that cool? It's probably trying to focus on me now and then, so I apologize for that. But this is a very pretty yellow one. It's such a bright golden color that it's actually a little more yellow. I do like the cute tiny little ones, like this one back here too, in amber. So I'll just go over these kind of quickly. That is uranium glass. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna have a little trouble. Crazy mirror. Come on now, cooperate. This is a very unique one. And Norm loves those Amberina ones. I love putting vintage glass on the shadow box, but then I love changing it up all the time too. I don't know what will happen if I put the light on, but I don't think it would light them up very much. Yeah, I got the light on. So let's go back to let's go over here to a plant stand that I took from my brother's house. Never imagined that I would fit this in our living room because of the style and the size. I know this is a little hard to see because I do have it squeezed back in here in between the desk and the couch. It's a very, very chunky country pine, very heavy grained plant stand. I just couldn't leave it there. I thought it would be very fun to try it somewhere, even if I ended up with it in my front entrance out in the covered front entrance of ours where it wouldn't get water on it. Who knows? Those legs stick out pretty far. You see how we still have the indentations down there from my piano? I wonder if those will ever go away. That piano's so heavy. But I just couldn't resist bringing it home here for a while, just because it was my brother's. I'm having fun with it. So let's go look at something over on the end of the desk that I brought down from up in a bedroom, my owl bedroom. I've had that little gold plant stand for, could be 15 years. I think I found it at a little thrift store south of us, and things like that were so cheap years ago, especially if you could find them in a thrift store. I just love it, but I've had an owl sitting on it for quite a while, and I thought I would enjoy looking at it down here for a while. Nobody's seeing it upstairs. And the telephone stand, maybe in the last video, was it over by the couch? Possibly, yeah. It had to be because the plant stand is what made me have to move it. So I just thought I'd put it down here for a while and tried different things, different plant stands, like the one on the hearth that I showed you, the new one, the green and black legs, green pot, black legs over there on the hearth. I tried that there. That's okay, but it's a lot shorter. This cactus goes up a lot higher, and I really did want some height, so this one worked okay. The one over on the hearth just looks to me like it needs cactus in it. As a matter of fact, that's what she had in it when she was selling it. She grew her own cactus all the time, and she had all kinds of beautiful vintage planters and that with cactus in them and white sand. And I said, could I have the plant stand without the cactus and the sand? She was kind of shocked because she thought I would love that. And I said, nah, I don't get enough sunlight in my living room to grow cactus. So I said, you can sell it to somebody else. We'll still pay you full price just for the pot and the stand. And this was on the way to Winona. Small little town on the way to Winona. Darling little shop. Very little. But I couldn't have been happier finding that. And so I kept the idea of cactus in it. It's pretty shallow pot, you know. You can't put anything too big in there anyways. Okay, one more thing here. Another little grape, Westmoreland probably, basket with some good Dove chocolates in it. I love this swan. Beautiful pink swan. So I just put one little grass in there and one small alabaster egg that I had. Very small compared to all the others. So it gets kind of lost with the bigger ones. So I thought, wow, it goes good in here. So that's all I did over there. So I hope you had fun finding out about our new changes. Oh, I guess I didn't finish the story. We did decide not to keep it. It came in a bright gold, just as bright as even brighter than our walls. And we just thought, I don't know, it just maybe would kind of blend right into the wall. So I just decided not to do that. Instead, we found for a lot less money, but a beautiful faux leather, textured leather, red barrel chair. It will blend with the fireplace, and it's the same red as the couch, similar. It could be a touch darker, I don't know. But I'm just going to have to mix orange with it. I'm going to keep the orange footstool with it. I'm going to put an orange pillow on it. I like to mix the red and orange. And I don't know if I told you, I'm pretty sure I haven't told you for a very, very long time that I painted our fireplace. It was beige and gray grout, and I painted all that grout tediously gold. And I made all of the bricks different shades of orange or pinky red. It doesn't look very orange right now, but there is oranger ones, because I wanted a mixture in here of red and orange. So let me know what you think. I will insert a picture because I won't be able to show you the real chair for a month and a half. Bummer. So let me know what you think of our crazy long story chair dilemma. Oh, and you know what? After we ordered the red one, it was such a sale, such a deal. I said, maybe we should have gotten a black one for my pink and orange bedroom and black bedroom upstairs, because I got a huge chair in there right now that weighs a ton. Norm is so tired of our heavy, heavy furniture. He is thrilled at the idea of some lightweight pieces that we can pick up. So I could even move it. It's so lightweight. So he went back and said, okay, I think we're going to take a black one too. So who knows when that will get here, but it's just a little chair for me to sit down and put my socks on every morning. I got to sit down somewhere, and that's the bedroom where I get dressed, the pink and orange one. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. What a deal we got. You wouldn't believe it. We got 2 chairs for the price of this one. Seriously. So I hope you guys are having still a wonderful spring. Norm is going to take me out for dinner right now. Today is our 53rd anniversary. We are very old, got married very young. So we're just going to have a nice quiet dinner out and get there early. It's raining out. Sounds like bad weather possibly tonight. But I hope you're safe in your state. I know there's a lot of bad weather going on, so stay safe. We love you. Thank you so, so, so much for all your really thoughtful comments. You're absolutely wonderful to have for friends. We thank you. We'll see you soon. Bye.